Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, the weekend was great. I mean, again, right now, just getting W's is always a win. That's a big win for us. And the whole season has been, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. The best is yet to come. Peaking at the right time is what gets you places. You know, if we peak early, all that really matters is the tournaments at the end. So, you know, we're starting to get some W's, getting some momentum, and hopefully we can continue to do that this weekend.
First of all, how does this work? Conference tournament, finals? How does all that work?
Well, yeah, our athletes are in finals right now. So most of them have worked with their professors and they're able to take all their finals before we leave tomorrow. So yeah, it's crunch time right now. So that they're like, we have practice tonight. I'm like, look, it's just a stress relief. You know, we're not going to try to do too much just because obviously their academics come first. So we want them to take care of all that, and it'll be short and sweet tonight and, you know, and tomorrow. So yeah, it's tough. It's a tough time, but it's part of it, you know.
How good is it to go into the tournament with that momentum up this week, especially going into a matchup with the team you haven't played yet?
It's really good. I mean, in the sense that, I think our squad really believes they can beat anybody, you know, and especially winning helps that, right? And I think a few of our athletes are starting to get more confident. And again, confidence can do a lot, especially at the end of the season. So, and we know it's not going to be easy. Like, no game has been easy for us, so we don't expect it to be easy. If it's easy, that'll be easy to adjust to. But we haven't experienced that yet. So, you know, we're used to hard, and we're ready for that. And I think our squad's ready for that. So hopefully we'll go out and play well.
What did you learn this year as a head coach?
Oof, a lot. A whole lot. I've learned there's a lot more that goes into, you know, being a head coach. And I knew that at Alabama. I mean, I saw Murph do a lot, and I appreciated everything that he did. But again, I mean, my why are the players. Like, I love coaching them, and I love spending time with them and building relationships with them. So all the other stuff, to me, is a distraction from them. But there's a lot of other stuff that needs to be taken care of. Have great assistants who have definitely helped me with that. So I've learned that having really good assistants is the key. People to take care of the stuff that you don't want to take care of necessarily. That's important. And just, you know, also just how important building relationships with your players are. And I think I valued that as an assistant, but I think as a head coach, I mean, the trust that you build with your players it's critical. Because in those moments, they have to know they can trust you. And they have to know that you value them as a person. At least I believe that. Because if they don't think you value them as a person and they're just pawns for winning, I just don't think they play as well. And especially in this particular situation that I came into. You know, I think it was critical that I built trust with them and just how valuable their trust is. I mean, I appreciate their trust and the buy-in that they've given me because they didn't have to, especially when we were losing. And we lost a lot. They lost more this year than they ever have, right? So those seniors could have packed it up a long time ago. They could have had senioritis a long time ago. After the first series, they could have done that. And they didn't. So I value those seniors a whole lot because I'm a first-year head coach. They didn't have to trust me, much less to say, hey, the best is yet to come. They're like, really? You know, no, it's not. You know, like, we're not used to this. You know, we're losing and it's hard and we have to sleep in an airport and our bus breaks down. Like, it was a lot. So I'm just really proud of our seniors and our whole team for the trust that they gave me and the buy-in that they continue to have. And I'm glad that it's starting to pan out the way that we talked about. I hope that it continues. But I'm just really proud of them.
So even on teams that hosted, you know, regionals and all that like last year, third base defense has been a problem here for a long time. Mm-hmm. I expected that to happen again. It really hasn't been a problem. Just talk about Sam. I mean, I'm really surprised. She's been really good at third base.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. She has. And again, that's a buy-in because, you know, I had a conversation with her at the beginning of the season in the sense that, I mean, Sam is she has great game sense. Like, she she knows the game of softball. She's played at a high level, and through travel ball and all that. I mean, I remember recruiting her, and always played at a high level. So she knows the game and she's played great competition. My thing with her on defense was more of like a body language thing, like just to kind of like somewhat lackadaisical, But I'm like, Sam, you're a senior, like you're a leader. I need you talking because what you say matters. And you're on a corner, so everybody hears you, especially the pitcher, the infield. So just the challenge of her speaking up and saying what needs to be said. And then she just started it took a while. I mean, she's just not comfortable with that. But I think once she got comfortable with that, like her body language started to get better. And now it's like she just owns third base. Like she takes pride in it, which I so appreciate because it matters. Like that matters. Third base is a huge position. So no, that's been all Sam. I mean, and I'm just really proud of her work ethic and how she bought in to really it's about being a leader, and she embraced that role and has done it fantastic.
What did it mean to you to see your girls close out the conference slate the way that they did? 2 shutouts, 1 being a no-hitter, and then you finished that game out on Saturday 4-2.
Yeah, again, I think the confidence piece is the biggest one. I mean, yes, the wins, right? But anytime you win those close games, that's all, especially coming up on that side of it when we haven't in the past necessarily, that always builds confidence. But for Mal to get the no-hitter and only have 2 strikeouts, I mean, that's a complete team win. And again, they love each other. Like they really pull for each other, because they've been through so much. So, just to get the sweep at home, senior day, all of it, it was just the icing on the cake, without a doubt.
If it's going to be easy, be nice. It's going to take some runs. It's hard to have to shut people out to win like y'all almost had to do. So I was a little surprised. I mean, what didn't happen this weekend that's got to happen?
Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the timely hits, but it's also, when Emily came through with the long ball, when Maddie and Deja get on, and then Emily hits a long ball, or Sam, that is obviously, you put up a cricket number real quick. But also just, not settling for like we got 1. We still have runners in scoring position. Let's get 2 more, to sustain an inning. That'd be really nice. To not just get, okay, we squeezed her in and we squeezed her in, but now we have a runner at second. Can we continue? Like let the next person get a hit. And so I think those 2 things, I mean, obviously the long ball would help at critical times and us setting the table for that, but then also to sustain innings, to not just say, oh, we got to run finally. Like let's get 4, let's get 5, let's really get a lot. So having more big innings, I guess.
How much do you think the previous conference championships that this program has won will kind of factor into the way you perform this weekend in the tournament?
I think that's a great question. I mean, I haven't been here, but I just know from past experience that anytime you have, seasoned veterans who have been there, done that, I think there's a confidence there, like, not only have we been there, we're supposed to do this. Like they're used to doing that. Now I know that, it's always been, I say always, I mean, last year was tough. Like that championship game is always tough, but getting there, I think they almost expect it. So I think the veterans will feel real comfortable in that environment. It's not like it's the first time we even made the conference tournament. I mean, they're used to doing that. So I think that history, them being veterans and doing that, I think plays to our favor.
Talk a little bit about the underclassmen this season and just having their confidence level at such a high level, like Mallory, Emily, Deja, and those players heading into the tournament.
Yeah, I mean they've played a huge role. I mean, yes, we have some seniors, some veterans who have been great leaders, but I mean, look at Liscano, who comes in and she's starting at second and doing a great job, turning double plays, and all of a sudden now she's finishing at shortstop, which is a huge role, right? Then you have Gabby Stutz, who's a freshman, She starts hitting, so we put her in the outfield. She hadn't really played outfield much, and she played it well, and then all of a sudden now she's back in the infield at second base. So, I mean, those are critical roles. And then for Deja, it was just about, and I told her all this, like, when are you going to flip the switch? Like, when are you going to truly believe in your greatness because I see it, but you don't. Like until you really buy into that, it's just going to be there, you know? And I think the more she played, the more comfortable she got. It's like now she has like a different swag about her, which is really fun to see. And then Mal, of course, I mean, gosh, she's just been lights out. And she started out with some swag and then kind of went down a little bit, you know, like most freshmen do. And now she's definitely on her way up. So again, going into postseason, having her confident in the circle is huge.
What's your evaluation of App State, and what challenges do you think they're going to present on Thursday?
Well, just watching them play, I mean, gosh, their last series was tremendous. I mean, I think they had 2 walk-offs. I mean, they swept them, and they had 2 walk-offs against a very good team. I mean, Coastal's a good team, very potent lineup. So I think they come in with a lot of confidence. They have a lefty pitcher, which we've faced some lefty pitchers, and they have a few kids in their lineup who can hit the ball a long way. So I think they're going to come in with a lot of confidence after this weekend. And, you know, I heard the announcers, like I was watching their games, and they're almost saying we're playing to get into the tournament, you know. Well, now they're not only in the tournament, I mean, they're you know, they come in with confidence too. So I guess you would say like they have nothing to lose kind of thing as they come into the tournament. So again, I think that goes to their advantage too. But I feel like we've been the underdogs the whole season. So that's kind of par for the course. So it's all good.